Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Before we get started, I just want to say I know I haven't been posting as regularly as I used to, but you know when life throws you a curveball and you know shite hits the fan, that's my life lately. So I am really trying to get readings done, but I do have a lot of things going on in my personal life, so I will post when I can. Okay. So today's reading is, I've never done this before. So it's your past, your present, and your future. Okay. So for group one, you have the card that says change. I'll read it to you when you choose your groups. Group two, you have trust. And group three, you have success. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? And don't forget, this is a general reading, it's a collective reading, okay? So don't ever try and make anything fit. If you feel like it's not your pile, choose another pile. I always say that. And anyway, guys, I'll see you at your groups. Hey, group one. So if you chose change, so this is like your overall energy, okay, with the reading. So basically it says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Now, so what I did before the reading started, I actually shuffled and let the cards fly out for your groups. And I've seen obviously what is in these oracle cards. And this totally makes sense with this change right here, guys. And you'll know what I mean once I turn the cards over and you have a little look. So basically what Spirit is trying to say here is nothing is ever going to change unless we actually take steps to make that change, okay? I mean, I've been in a position where someone promises you the world or they're going to change and they'll make an effort for a little while, like maybe a week or two, and then they're back to the same person they were 2 weeks ago. It could be like you're in a job and they've promised you a promotion and you keep getting fobbed off. Just those sort of things here, but we'll see what it's all about. I mean, I know what it's all about, but because I've already seen the cards. So we're going to start with your recent past, okay? You've got temptation. So it says, when faced with temptation, true strength comes from resisting immediate desires. It's a test of your willpower and integrity. Consider the consequences and prioritize long-term fulfillment over fleeting satisfaction. Resisting temptation builds self-control and leads to a life guided by purpose and authentic values. Displaying discipline, you emerge from this trial with your spirit unblemished. So here we go. What is happening here? And I swear I've picked up on you guys' energy before because this card has come out and it's very similar to that reading that I did a while ago. So basically what is happening here, you're looking for love and attention in the wrong places. And there's no judgment here, group one. We've all done it, okay? I mean, unless you're one of those people that don't do it, good for you, I wish I was one of those back in the day. But yeah, you're looking for validation, love, affection, maybe even, it could be a job situation. I don't think it is. I think this is romantic, okay? So your recent past is you were tempted by someone and it was the wrong choice. And it seems to be a pattern here, hence that change card. And I feel like it's not even about changing the people that you're going after, okay, the people that you're wanting to go out on dates with. Is about something within us that needs to change. What is it that we need to change about ourselves? Is it the fact that we ignore those red flags as soon as we see it? And like I said in the beginning, it could be that this person say, oh, I won't do that again, but then 2 weeks later they're doing it again and you forgive them again, and it keeps going on. It's like being on I say this often, hamster wheel. So you were tempted in the past by someone here, and I feel like you ended up in the same position you were maybe a year ago, 6 months ago. So now we've got your current, like your present, okay? The present at the moment, heartbreaker. What a surprise, okay? This is why I know this is a love reading, because of what came out. So, it says, someone who's been through heartbreak might end up hurting others to protect their own heart, getting trapped in a cycle of causing pain to shield their vulnerabilities. Their hurtful actions and words often come from unresolved pain. Recognizing this pattern can be a crucial step towards healing. By seeking healthier ways to protect themselves, they can begin to mend and foster more genuine, caring relationship. And that's the thing. I feel like you, group one, have literally had, you know, like a bad. I don't think you've ever really had a decent relationship. I feel like people take advantage of your good heart here. And, you know, the present at the moment is you've had your heart broken. And it could literally be you broke your own heart. Maybe this was a good match. But, you know, this is for some of you, not all of you, okay? Maybe this was a good match. And because you may have been cheated on, lied to, that kind of thing, we tend to project onto the new person that we're with, assuming they're going to do it as well. And, you know, you may have broken your own heart in the process, but I don't think so. I think this is, you were tempted into something, you know, it may have been looks. This person may have tattoos, you know, maybe like, you know, what do they call them? Gym rats, whatever. And it may be that type of energy, you know, like bad boy energy that you go for. And it's, you know, sometimes doesn't work. And maybe you've overlooked some really decent partners out there that have been interested in you, but because they don't fit your aesthetic, you know, it's like, they're not my cup of tea. I like this kind of look. You know, it's really funny because my cousin, she had one type of person she would only date, and she had other people interested in her, but because they didn't fit her, you know, what she liked, I know you can't force it, she wasn't giving these other people a chance, and she was just, it was just the type of men that she went for. Honestly, I cannot make this up. They were all the same, you know. But she never listened anyway. I mean, you can't make someone listen to you. So now your future is liar, liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. If you find yourself entangled in a web of deceit, it's time to seek truth and begin a journey of healing. The urge to deceive may arise from unresolved inner wounds. Confront the pain driving this behaviour, break free from the destructive cycle, and consider seeking professional support to uncover underlying issues. Yeah, so, you know, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, but I'm telling you now, therapy can really help you understand your behaviour and the way you think and how to deal with things, you know, in a positive way. So anyway, embracing truth and healing embers, healing truth, embracing truth and healing enables you to mend damaged relationships. I feel like it may be group one, literally the relationship you have with yourself and the relationship you have with your partners and stuff that, you know. So let's crack on with the tarot. And we'll go from there, okay? So, recent past for group one, please, Spirit. Tell me what happened in the recent past with this Temptation card. So that explains it all. Right there, look at that. Look at that. You deal with people who have big egos, full of themselves, okay? Can be, I don't know why I'm picking up patronising as well. Like puts you down. You feel the energy that in the recent past group one made you feel vulnerable, okay, but not in the good sense where you should be vulnerable with your partner. They made you doubt yourself, you know. It was like I don't know, it's like a weakness with this person as well. So it's like they could throw their weight around, get you to, you know, do what they want, you know, surrender into whatever it is, push you around. And the thing is here, you knew deep down that this person did not have feelings for you, okay? Because the Knight of Cups is in reverse, is unrequited love, and it's heartbreak. And I don't know whether this person just withdrew from your life here, where, you know, they may have just ghosted you without even any explanation whatsoever. I'm picking up someone used you here, okay? They got what they wanted. And I'm really sorry if that did happen, group one. They got what they wanted and they moved on. So we could be looking at a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a Leo. You know, this person was very clever as well. It's like, you know, that type of energy that is such a charmer. You know, they've got the gift of the gab. So basically, I'm seeing this person pursuing you quite hard here, okay? And bigging you up as well. You know, telling you how wonderful you are, you know, you just all that comes with people like this. And then it's like in the next breath, they withdrew this. They acted cold towards you. I feel like there was quite a bit of love bombing going on here as well. So, if, you know, some of you may not have noticed the signs of the love bombing, but there was love bombing here. Tell me about the present here for group one, the Heartbreaker card. Third party. Okay. Heartbreak. Separation. Three of Cups in reverse is cheating, my loves. This person walked away from you for another person here. And I don't see it was you guys at all. This is not your energy that I'm picking up on. Picking up on this energy that did this to you. You know, and it is going to break your heart, obviously, because I feel like you really did. I don't know. There's something here about, I felt like you finally found the one because of the things that they said and the things that they did. They treated you like, say, a king or a princess, you know. And tell me more about the Three of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Cups. You know what I see this person doing as well, group one? They didn't even acknowledge you. If you were out and about and they bumped into friends or whatever, or if you went out as a group, they did not acknowledge you as their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever you guys resonate with, okay? They just literally may have just introduced you as a friend. And you put up with this. Clarify the Three of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you put so much energy and time. And you know what I'm seeing here as well? The moon, okay? What you were questioning here, group one, in the present moment, right, is trying to understand why somebody would put so much effort into chasing you, so much effort into being with you, to then turn around and just drop you like a sack of potatoes and leave you for someone else. And it's like you're trying to figure out, you know, you may even be looking into it now, maybe trying to ask people or social media stalking, that kind of thing, to try and find out why this person was lying to you. You know, why did they lie? Why did they deceive you? You know, some of you could still be holding on, hoping this is going to come back around and you can work it out with this person. I do see that as well. But Spirit is literally telling you here with the Moon card, my loves, is that this is an illusion. This is an illusion, okay? It's not real. We have Pisces as well. Okay, clarify the liar for me, please. This is now your future. So look, there is some kind of warning here though. Is this person going to come back around? Because we're following on with liar, and that is, Spirit is asking you to be very careful about the lies, because we have the moon here as well. Let me ask, before we go to the future here, Spirit, tell me, is this person going to come back around? Going to come back around, try and, yeah, will group one, will this person try and reconcile with group one? Oh, yes. Yep. Yeah, and look at that. That is a huge yes as well. Okay, Six of Cups is reconciliation. Someone from your past or someone you had a past with, you know, it may not have been, may not have lasted long, whatever. But this is a huge yes. But you've got to be careful of the liar, which we're going to look into now, because they're coming back under the guise of deception here. You know, the moon is, like I said, illusions. It's all about lies. It's not being honest with someone. And the thing is here, what is really sad is Spirit is saying this person will break your heart again. They will reject you again. And I'm being totally honest here, group one. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for anyone. And I know people get very upset with me when I just blatantly come out with it, but I don't think you should sugarcoat something like this. Honestly, you shouldn't, because it gives you the option and the choices, because we all have free will, and you're warned about this when it comes to either get with this person again, take that risk, or be like, actually, I do remember that reading. I'm going to be a bit careful here, because what I see here, group one, you really do love this person. You feel like this is your soulmate. But Spirit is saying to you, it's one-sided, because the Four of Cups can talk about apathy, where we don't really care. And it talks about rejection as well. So just be careful. I see this person coming back around to give you, maybe telling you, hello, I want to work it out, but I'm actually a liar, Clarify the liar for the future for group one. Okay. Clarify liar. And then, wow. Look at this. The Magician in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, the Wheel in reverse. Spirit wants you to please wait. Don't jump in feet first with this person. Think about things and maybe even choose a different direction. Like I said, we all have free will. Sometimes we don't listen. Sometimes we do listen, But this is not positive at all. You're going to be getting a lot of attention from this person again. And the thing is, it's negative attention. You've already got the Knight of Cups that came out as unrequited love. Now you've got the Lovers that is coming out with unrequited love. The liar, the card with the Lovers talks of someone that is unfaithful. Someone that will either cheat again or may already have someone on the side and you are the side piece. So this is where we need to use discernment, This energy here with the Wheel is... This is a karmic, my loves. This is not your soulmate. You feel like they are. They're not your soulmate. This is a karmic here that is... I suppose it's Spirit wanting to get you to wake up. Like when I see Spirit literally trying to shake you by saying, come on. Enough's enough now with people like this. You're worth more. This is someone that is dishonest. You cannot trust them. They will bring you bad luck, okay? Or they will bring a lot of, upheaval into your life. There will be unseen problems here. But I feel like it's not even unseen problems. I feel like with the Wheel and the Lovers, you just don't want to see it. You don't want to see that this person is lying to you because you love them. But if you've seen this, group one, you've got the Two of Cups. You're totally in love with this person. You want a commitment. You want to get married. You want to have babies. You want all that stuff that comes with relationships. This is not the one. They're not offering you this. They're breadcrumbing you. And very, very manipulative with the Magician in reverse. Very clever. Like I said, this person can sell ice to Eskimos, okay? They're that good at with their words. This is manipulation. This is someone that's being, someone that is using someone else. And the reason they do that to you is because they feel like you're, okay, this is going to be really harsh. I want to put it in a way that is not so British, because we just say it how it is and people over here don't really get upset, but other people that's not from here do. How can I phrase this? There are other words, but okay, that's a good word. They think you're naive. Okay, you've got no intelligence, so they can do this. So I don't know whether they may get bored with whoever they're with, that they left you with, and they're going to come back around, or that person is still going to be with that person. So you have Gemini. But you are going to be lied to, okay? That clarifies the liar card. The Wheel of Fortune is where, we have to sometimes take the steps to change our destiny, change our fortune. And if we're not doing that, we're going to continue to sit on the wheel upside down, basically. Our life is just going to be upside down. Right, let me ask Spirit, because this really wasn't a great reading, to be honest. It's very depressing. What would you advise Group 1, Spirit, for, the future here? What would you recommend? What would you advise? Okay, 4 of Wands. Why the 4 of Wands? Oh, calm down. Oh my God, really? Spirit saying take them, take them, take them. Okay, right. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands, 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords. There's that third party card again, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, 10 of Wands. Right, let me see what Spirit's trying to say here. Spirit is trying to show you that you have a future with somebody else here, but we need to do that work first. We need to start seeing the truth. We need to start seeing where the problem lies, okay? Sometimes we can't really blame other people if we keep making the same mistakes. So Spirit is trying to get through to you here, Group 1, in basically saying to you that something needs to change. This is the reason why I'm saying your spirit guides here is trying to communicate with you, but you're not receiving the message because the Ace of Swords is upside down, okay? And maybe you are seeing the signs, but there's confusion around what Spirit is trying to tell you. Maybe you've done tarot readings with other tarot readers on YouTube and you're still very confused about what the message is, because maybe you're getting multiple different messages. Maybe another tarot reader told you this person's going to come back with I don't know, rainbows shooting out their arse, but that's not the case. Sorry. Oh dear. And you're not hearing it from Spirit. Spirit is trying to communicate to you guys, you are worth so much more. Please start seeing yourself, start seeing your self-worth, okay? You are a Queen of Pentacles. There may be some sort of thing here to do with grounding as well, so maybe you're not really grounded and this could send you, in the wrong direction sometimes. But with the 4 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, or even the Queen of Pentacles, because don't forget these are just energies, okay? There is somebody out there that is waiting to come in, but it's being prevented from coming in because you've still not done that work. You've still not separated yourself from this energy here. You know, this may be someone that just keeps coming back around. And like I said, it could be that you keep attracting the wrong people instead of spending time on your own and learning about what you like and what you want. There is someone in the wings here. This is a twin flame, if you believe in twin flames, okay? And they're waiting. Spirit is waiting to give you this, okay? But it's not going to be given till the work is done. You know, there's only so much that Spirit can actually help you and protect you here. You've got to do the work yourself. You need to start protecting yourself from these people that keep dragging third parties into your relationship or treating you like you are an option when you're not. And the most important thing here in relationships is boundaries. If you see that person disrespecting you, you say to that person, I am not putting up with this crap. You can give them 1 or 2 chances. I'm all about the 1 or 2 chances. But if they continue to do the frigging same thing over and over again, I mean, like, come on, you know. So Spirit is asking you to stop being put as an option or a third party. Stop getting involved with these people that wear masks, okay? People that pretend to be who they're not. This is literally who you're dealing with right now, Group 1. Someone who is pretending to be someone else. When really, if you take off that mask, they're an a-hole. 7 of Swords is, you know, cheating, sneaking around, lying, trying to get away with something, you know, or someone who is avoidant as well. So this could be your energy as well, where you, instead of confronting what is going on, you bury your head in the sand. And did you notice something as well, Group 1? This person didn't come out with any love for you. It came out in reverse. You came out with love, but you're loving the wrong person when you should be actually giving that love to you, yourself, not anyone else. All you are going to do, Spirit said, is if you continue down the road of dealing with people that are in the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords energy, you are going to end up in the 10 of Wands energy of constantly carrying this weight around with you where you just feel so low. But I feel like here with this 10 of Wands, this is a good sign because I feel like you're finally going to start facing this 7 of Swords here instead of trying to look away from it. You're going to start facing the fact that you know, the choices that you've made, the relationships that you've got into, you're going to start facing it. And it's, you know, it's going to be hard to look, you know, it's hard to look at ourselves in the mirror, you know, and see ourselves for who we really are. But it's going to be a good thing because the 10 of Wands is an ending. You know, this is done. Clarify 10 of Wands, please, Spirit. Spirit guides are very worried about you. Yeah, Page of Swords. You just keep delaying it. You keep delaying it. The Spirit is saying to you, stop delaying. Start what's the word? Start being truthful to yourself, you know. Start being honest with yourself instead of avoiding it. Knight of Swords is when we do something very reckless, okay? Something impulsive. And sometimes we've got to take a risk, okay? We've got to take that leap for us to be able to make this change. So it's like I see you guys, one day you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But then I'll wait, I'll do it tomorrow. And then over here on another day, you'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just cut this person off. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to work on myself. You know, maybe even get some therapy like this, the one of the cards said. But you just keep going backwards and forwards. And we do need to start, you know, we need to start facing our problems. I don't know, there's fear here about this 5 of Cups of never meeting anyone. No one loves you. You know, no one's ever really loved you for you. Being rejected, being abandoned. And it's not easy, like I said, because you do really love this person, but you're holding on. You're being breadcrumbed. 5 of Cups. Person doesn't make you feel good about yourself at all. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. We do have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well. Let's get some messages from your spirit guides. So for group 1, past, present and future, please, Spirit. One more. Thank you. Study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind, and that is the Page of Swords as well. There is a book. What is it called? I've got it. Why does he treat me that way or this way? If you're interested, let me know in the comments, okay? I've got it on my Kindle. I'll put the thingy there, and it explains why partners treat you the way they do. It's like an understanding, and it's crazy, really. So let me know if you want to know what that book is called. I mean, a lot of people do know about the book. It may help you. So vulnerability, this is a confirmation that you're seeking to thread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Yeah, no, it's not. Let your intuition guide you, group 1, okay? Hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you are at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. And there it is again. Spirit is trying to communicate with you, and it's not getting through. Right, I haven't really got that many oracle cards because I like to just sometimes go with the flow. So group 1's past, present and future, please, Spirit. Hidden shadows. Venture into dark memory where light can heal. Acknowledge pain. And that's what I was just trying to say here, that, you know, sometimes we've got to take a look in the mirror, and even though it's very painful, we've got to do that, okay? So this is the haunted echoes. This is what haunts us. Present, please, Spirit. So your present is the dark forest. Embrace your light and dark side, for both are needed deep revelations. Yeah, I did a reading on why you should embrace your dark side. People try to, I don't know, some people, because there are a lot of tarot readers on YouTube that have done that, and it's like it's a negative thing, but it really ain't. It's not. It's a positive thing. We all have light and dark, not saying you're evil. Hopefully you're not. But, you know, that dark side is part of who we are. So your present here is Spirit's asking you to embrace your light and your dark. And then you have for your present as well, patient vigil. Take a deliberate pause and cultivate the stillness. Wait for inspiration. So sit still. Sit with yourself. You know, spend time with yourself. Be patient. So future. Old haunts. Fortify your walls, not as barriers, but as safeguards. Wow. Find safety in security. Yeah, you need to... See, what did I say? I said here, you need to... Spirit wants you to start... This was your advice, by the way. Start protecting yourself. Start defending yourself. When people... When the partners that are doing this to you... Say, I don't know, let's use an example. Don't wear that. You look like a trollop. And... you know, you'll be like, okay, then I'm going to go change for you. Hell no. I mean, not unless you do look like one, but but you know what I mean. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, Group 1. It's like no one should ever tell you what to do. No one should ever tell you what to wear. You are your own person. That was just an example, okay? Group 1, past, Holy Spirit. Group 1, thank you. Awareness. In the past, the recent past, there was no awareness with you guys. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, you've got like a blockage somewhere. And like I said, it could be to do with grounding. So maybe do some meditation, get out, sit outside, be one with nature, as they say. You know, I've been sitting in my garden with my Kindle and what have you, because I spent so much time indoors, and it's just like I just needed that fresh air. And it was really nice. I felt, you know, like when you feel, I don't know, it's like I recharged my batteries basically, because doing this can really drain you as well. So there was a lack of awareness in the recent past, and lack of awareness in regards, this is number 13. 13 in the tarot is death. So you obviously didn't see that coming. You didn't, you know, like I said, this person could have literally just ghosted you. So present, please, Spirit. Something about, hang on. Where your decisions based on. Look at that. Intuition is there, right? Look what you've got for your present again. Practical intuition. So it's like your intuition is blocked, or you choose to ignore it. You choose to, you know, like I said, Spirit is trying to give you messages here, trying to show you the signs, but you're not receiving them because it's like you just either don't want to see them, you don't want to hear it, or you have a blockage. You know, some people think to themselves, oh, you know, intuition's not real. Oh, it is. Future, please, Spirit. And understanding. You will understand. Look what's on the back of the deck. You've got prosperity. Once you find that understanding, because you do have hope here as well. And once you find that, start to understand who you are, what you want in the future, okay? Understanding of why it keeps happening, you're going to end up in a phase of prosperity here. But it may not even be, you know, anything physical. It's your internally, mentally, do you get me, emotionally. That's that prosperity that is coming through, this healing energy that I see here. So, you know, let's get you a angel number, and also think of a question. So angel number for this reading for Group 1. Starting over, wow. So 210, you are presented with an opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release regrets and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. Exactly. Yeah, but you've just got to let go of this person. You can't, you know, you do you. Okay, I'm not telling you what to do, but if you keep allowing this person to come back in, you're going to end up back in the same place that you were 3 months ago, 6 months ago, and you're going to be doing this again. Like I said, the hamster wheel. You're going to have your heart broken. You've got to pick up the pieces. You're going to be like, why? You know, what is wrong with me? There is absolutely nothing wrong with you other than you keep allowing this to happen. Okay, that's the only thing that I can say is wrong with you, Group 1. And I've done it myself. I did it for 2.5 years with this one person. This was years ago. Okay, I wouldn't allow that now. But it just got to the stage at the end, I was just like, oh, sod this bloody crap. It was... and then I was out of there, okay? But it took me a while, like I just said, 2.5 years. So anyway, ask your question. So for Group 1. Ooh, so you've got hours, days, the time is now. There is nothing more to do. You are ready to move forward. And then you've got in July. What you are asking about may require to take a leap of faith. This is a time to trust. So my loves, thank you so much for staying and watching. I do really appreciate you all. I know I'd say that every time, but I really, really do. And if you like this content, please subscribe. And guys, wherever you are, have a nice day. Much love. Hey group 2, so if you chose the trust card, this is your reading. So the card says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So some of you could literally be ignoring that inner voice, okay? You know, our intuition here. And it could literally be spirit saying trust the plan as well. Trust, you know, in your spirit guides and stuff. Trust in what's happening right now. So let's have a look. So what I did is I got some oracle cards for your recent past, your present and your future, and then we'll do tarot and what have you. Okay, so your recent past is toxic talebearer. So it says, gossip is like a venomous serpent that can poison hearts and minds. Be cautious of the whispers and rumours that surround you, for they can erode trust and breed negativity. Just as a snake hides in the grass, harmful words can lurk in the shadows. Guard your speech and be mindful of the words you choose. Remember, gossip not only harms others, but also tarnishes your own spirit. So we're looking at here, group 1, that, you know, maybe you've been gossiping about someone here and it wasn't very nice, you know, and maybe it caused a falling out. But then again, you know, we could be looking at it that, you know, you're the one that's been gossiped about. People around you that have said some things that weren't true. And, you know, Spirit's asking, you know, in the recent past was asking you to maybe listen to that inner voice here. Because maybe, you know, group, I don't know if I said group 1, if I did, sorry. Group 2, maybe it's the fact that you, even though you knew this person was gossiping about you and saying not very nice things, you chose to just ignore your intuition, okay? And maybe it got out of hand. So we will be looking into the tarot of each card as well. So now is your present and it is aligned, which is lovely to see. So even in the vast solitude of the desert, you are on the right path. And that's what I was saying here, trust the plan. That's what your spirit guides are trying to say here. Just trust in, you know, what's going on. Aligned with your soul's purpose, the road may feel lonely and barren now, but everything you have endured has prepared you for this moment of abundance and renewal. Wow. Trust that the oasis you seek is just ahead, and soon you will find yourself surrounded by the water of prosperity you've been destined for. Embrace the journey with faith and hope. Your moment of flourishing is near. So this is your present moment, okay? You're basically in alignment. Basically you're at the end of the road, okay? Because she is on a road there. And where was it here that I wanted to say something about? Yeah, so it says the road may be lonely and barren. So maybe in the recent past here where this happened, okay, and you may have had to cut people off. You may have been like, you know what, I don't really want to be friends with people like you. If it was the other way around where, you know, you may have said something but your words got twisted, these people may have told you that, you know, we don't want to be friends anymore or that kind of thing. And it's, you know, it's really hurt you and you do feel very, very lonely, but you're in alignment right now in regards to sometimes we have to get rid of, and it sounds quite harsh saying it like that, of toxic people in our lives, because it does no good for our soul, you know, it does no good for the person that we're supposed to be, you know. These type of people bring you down. You become like them in a sense, or it's just their energy brings you down as well. So your present moment, you're in alignment, and you're nearly there, okay? And your future is outgrown. Look at that. Like a seedling outgrowing its pot, you are expanding beyond the boundaries of your small town. So maybe you guys do come from a small town, and small towns, I mean, I'm telling you, I live in a small little village and it's just like everybody knows each other's business. And I'm very private. I don't get involved with that sort of stuff. While your roots will forever be part of you, it's time to explore the world beyond. Embrace the bittersweet beauty of growth and change. Within you lies the spirit of a wanderer. Let the winds carry you towards uncharted territories. It's time to spread your wings and discover the boundless possibilities that await. That is amazing. So yeah, you could have outgrown your childhood friends, because we've got like a dollhouse there. You just could have, yeah, I see something here that I don't know whether you were in a group in the recent past with the cliquey crowd, okay, you know, the popular people, and it just become unbearable. So let's get tarot. So we're going to look at recent past again. So tell me about the toxic talebearer, please, Spirit. What happened in the recent past with group 2? What happened in the recent past with group 2? Ace of Wands. Okay. Tell me about toxic. Okay. Yeah, ending. There was an ending here. Something, a chapter closed for you. And, oh, that is crazy. I love to see the tarot cards literally clarify oracle cards, and I've said it so many times. Page of Swords talks of gossip. You know, people that are spreading rumors about someone. And the card actually does say immature relationships. So you could have been dealing with immature people here. And there was something here that shifted within you, okay? Because I don't know whether these people here were very negative when it came to you, you know, maybe putting you down or whatever. And it was blocking your creativity here. It was blocking, you know, your dreams, things that you wanted for yourself, because maybe you were following the crowd, you know, that clique, like I said. And something here, you outgrew this relationship, this friendship here. I do feel like this is a friendship sort of situation here. It's not a romantic relationship. You outgrew it. You matured, whereas those guys are still doing things that are very much the Knight of Swords, where, you know, they're you know, pushing people around, being a bit of a bully, being reckless, being, you know, jumping in without thinking about things. And then, you know, the immaturity with the gossip here. And it's all that happened in the past here. And it made you take action. And it may have seemed, you may be questioning the recent past here. Was I reckless? Was I too harsh? Did I judge too quickly? And if you're questioning that group too, no, you didn't. You did the right thing for you, okay? You learned a valuable lesson here on who to trust, who you should have in your inner circle. And I feel like you're very selective now. And some of you may be, you know, wanting to travel. It could be that you are from a small town, because the world can talk about traveling, seeing the world. And maybe that's something you've wanted to do. And maybe that's been a passion of yours. Maybe it's something you want to do online, you know, like something, I don't know, social media. Maybe it's like an influencer or something like that. Maybe these people that were friends of yours was putting you down about it, you know, jealousy. Okay, so we do have strong air sign in this reading, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now let's look at your present. Tell me about this alignment card. Tell me about group 2's present. What's going on with group 2 right now? Queen of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Wow. You know, Queen of Cups is someone that is very grounded and very much in alignment as well. And to see these two cards are absolutely beautiful. Where you took action here, okay? It's like you haven't given up. You know, some people, when they've been hurt by other people, we give up on maybe finding friendships and people that, you know, are going to show us genuine love, like as we give to them, you know, the respect and everything. You haven't given up on that. And it's like you are very hopeful for the future here in finding love, finding, you know, relationships, personal relationships, that kind of thing. You're very, very hopeful. And this alignment here is the fact that you put yourself first. You started showing yourself love, okay, and the respect that, you know, you gave it to yourself. You didn't need it from anyone else. And it's opening doors here in regards to maybe even meeting a friendship group that is very much in alignment with you, you know, on the same level as you, or it could literally be a romantic partner that you could be meeting as well. So let's clarify. We do have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Clarify Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups, because it says a new path to love. This is going to lead you to something really wonderful here. So tell me about the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. What is this present moment? I mean, this may be happening now, you know. Tell me about the Queen of Cups and Ace of Cups. Oh, God. Calm down. Come on, Spirit. Wow. I love it. It's just clarified, like literally what I said. There's someone here in your future that is going to be on the same wavelength as you. You know, maybe with this recent past of yours, maybe these type of people destroyed relationships you were in. You know, maybe there was a relationship you was in and they gossiped about you and said some things that weren't true, and they, you know, may have broken you both up. Maybe these are people that literally just destroyed all your relationships. But it's like a gift from Spirit here, like I don't know, it's like a blessing that you're going to meet friends here. You know, you're going to have great relationships, great friendships. Even a romantic partner is on its way to you. Like I said, you may have actually met this person, because look, you've got the Knight of Cups. Mr. Prince Charming. So this is someone that does want to date you. This is someone that is coming in with genuine feelings. They're very, very genuine. They are loyal as well. Yeah, and you've got someone coming in the present moment, okay? So this is happening now or very soon. So let's look at your future. So outgrown. Tell me about Group 2's future, please. Tell me about the outgrown card. What is this future card? Group 2. Trust the plan, okay? Like I said, trust in what's happening right now. You feel very lonely, very, very alone at the moment. Like, but it's like I see you guys not giving up. That's what I was trying to say about those cards there. Tell me about, what's that bloody card called? Outgrown. The outgrown card. Wow. King of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Yeah, something very, very painful happened here, you know, like where we just feel like everything is just falling apart. You know, we feel betrayed by someone. We're going through grief. We may have been betrayed by a loved one or friends, you know. And it's where we give up everything and we have to start again. That's that rock bottom. But you are at the end of that now. You're ready to pick the pieces up. You are much stronger than what you were before. You know what you want, okay? You're sitting in the King of Pentacles energy here. Tell me more. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you know what, Group 2? That Seven of Pentacles in reverse literally says, I will not make the same mistake that I made before. You know, King of Pentacles as well is leadership. Tell me about group 2's future, please, Spirit. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Four of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Tell me about Four of Swords and Four of Pentacles. So you've been very busy. Very busy in the future here. Maybe rebuilding. Maybe... I see you being more stable, okay? Things like are a bit rocky at the present, but in the future you are a lot more stable. You are feeling more secure with the decisions that you've made, more secure within yourself as well. But there is a little bit of a warning here that just remember, don't do too much, you know, because we'll end up exhausting ourselves basically. So tell me more about the future for group 2. You've got a pair. Look at that. Let's put that there. This painful ending leads to a union with either the King or Queen of Pentacles, okay? This is a fantastic couple here. This is like a power couple. You're both on the same page. You both want exactly the same thing. You may, you know, because if you look at the Four of Pentacles, it does say here stable, secure, love and status. So, you know, like I said, power couple here. This is a stable relationship. And I feel like what needed to happen here for you, group 2, is that these people needed to be pushed out, you know, for this to happen, because it was never going to happen. Look at this. There's something here to do with children, travel, okay? You're going to heal from the past. There is so much happiness and abundance coming in, you know, material wealth, but it could literally be just this joy, this happiness that we have with ourselves. But you're entering a phase of so much abundance and happiness here. And you're going to feel so much more secure. Let's get advice from Spirit. What advice would you give group 2 for their future here, Spirit? Wow, 6 of Cups, 8 of Wands, the Fool, and the Hierophant. Wow. So after you feel like you were let down, okay, after you feel like you've shed a lot of tears, you felt rejected, you know, maybe you feel regret for abandoning these people, do not feel regret, okay? You've done the right thing. Even if these are the ones that literally told you to go away and, you know, I don't want to talk to you no more, they did you a favour. You may not see that right now, but they did. And the 6 of Cups is all about new friends, loyal friends, a new relationship here where you're going to make so many fantastic memories with people. Okay, this is what Spirit is advice to you about your future. So there is so many memories still to make, so many good times still to come. And this, I don't know whether this is someone from your past that you may reconnect with that's going to help you, you know, help you heal, be an ear, you know, maybe you start off as friends first. Because the 8 of Wands is something very swift that is coming in. Something very, very quickly is happening for you. So you could meet this person very quickly. You could meet them through work, because we do have the Pentacles. But also with the 8 of Wands, your life is going in a direction that you do not see. And the Fool is all about taking that leap of faith, okay? You don't know where the future lays, but you're willing to take that chance. You're walking it alone. You're going it alone. I mean, it may even be family members you've cut off as well. You know, it could be that type of energy that's going on here with you guys. So basically, I see you guys taking that leap of faith. You've got a brand new beginning that's going to lead to either a high level commitment with someone, okay, you know, like destined, that kind of thing. It could lead to marriage as well. But it's a different understanding in regards to friendships and relationships that you're going to have with people. I hope that makes sense. So it's like, I mean, I've said it on my channel before, whereas, you know, I've cut off a 15-year friendship and then like someone else and blah, 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 because, you know, you can go for years ignoring what this person is doing because, you know, you love and care for them. But there comes a time where it's like, this has got to stop. And it's a very hurtful, you know, it's heartbreaking really, because, you know, friends and all that lot are like your family. But I see you having a deeper understanding of why it happened, you know, it had to happen, that kind of thing. But your future looks great. It looks fantastic. But then again, like I said in group 1, we can change our destiny if we decide to stay and put up with this. This sometimes don't work out the way the cards are saying, because everybody has free will, you know. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. So, group 2's past. Thank you. So we've got nature, group 2's present, serenity, group 3's future. Not 3, group 2's future. New beginnings. Lovely. So these are messages from your spirit guide. So it says nature. So your past was, this is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization and strength. Was it you that I was just, or was it group 1? I think it was a group 1 that was babbling about sitting outside. Anyway, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend quality time outdoors. So in the recent past, there could have been times where you just stayed home, you didn't go out, maybe you felt isolated, you know. Yeah. Okay, so present right now is serenity. So it says the most important relationship you can have is with yourself. There you go. This is the time to honor, nurture and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings, emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let the past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. Right, okay, this is very important. So some of you could still be carrying around a little bit of bitterness, because I said you're just at the end of the road here, you're nearly there. And hurt and pain, because we do have the 5 of Cups on the back of the deck. You feel like, look, you know, these people could have literally have ghosted you. You could have ghosted them. You know, they cut you off, and, you know, and it just caused you so much pain. I mean, it says giving lots but not getting anything back. And that was the case with what was going on here. Okay. So try to let go of that resentment, because that's just, you know, heeding your growth. So your future is new beginnings, and it says everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. This is what I just said, actually. I said to you that you could literally be like, yeah, I want this, but then tomorrow you could be like, actually, I'll go make up with my friends, and, you know, and yeah. So things are always evolving, things are always moving, hence trust the plan here, group 2. You know, things have to happen like this sometimes. Anyway, let's get back to it. Continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now, life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. And this makes a lot of sense as well now. The Hierophant and the Fool. It takes the guts to take that leap off that cliff, okay? And it's trusting in the plan, trusting in yourself as well. And that card has literally just said that about the new beginnings here as well. So Spirit's advice to you was literally the same as your spirit guides giving you these messages as well. Group 2's past. Relief. You were relieved when this happened. I feel like this was like an excuse for you to get out of this, these, you know, this connections here with these people. You literally just even though it hurt, your body was like, oh, thank God, you know. Present, please, Spirit. Heart healing. So, you know, the present moment, you know, you're trying to heal your heart, okay? Your heart is healing. You are healing from this. We can see this, and you're nearly there. So, future. Go with the flow. Yeah, don't fight against what's going on right here. You know, trust the plan. You pick that card. Don't fight against anything. Just let it be. Where are those cards? So the past for group 2. Uproot bad habits. It's crazy. So you have let bad habits take hold of your life. It's time to uproot them and start fresh if you want to see a positive change in your life. I mean, you can't make that up, can you, group 2? Present, and that's what you did. You uprooted your life. You uprooted these bad habits, because like I said, it could have literally been that you were starting to pick up these, you know, these types of behaviors, you know, being nasty, being a mean girl, a mean boy, whatever, and it wasn't you. Present, please. Allow your higher good. That literally connects with that in alignment as well. So it says, don't be upset because things didn't work out the way your ego planned. Have faith that what is in your highest good will come. Yeah, because sometimes we can let ego interfere with, you know, what's really good for us. So future. Labyrinth of life. You can choose to be lost in the labyrinth of life, or use these trials to harness your inner strength and come out stronger and wiser, which you will. Okay, so let's get you an angel number for this reading, and think of a question. Group 2, we'll get that in a minute. So angel number for this reading here for group 2. Okay, so you've got 000, luminary of truth, Razel. The candle went out as well. So that's usually an ending, you know, and a new beginning. So anyway, Razel brings forward hidden truths. Delve deeper to and be receptive to the revelations awaiting you, for they will guide guide your next steps, secrets, wisdom, and revelation. Okay, so this angel is helping you see the truth. So ask your question, please, group 2. So for group 2. Spring, new moon, the maiden, within 1 to 3 months. Okay, so yeah, all right. So my loves, thank you so much for staying and watching. I do really appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like my content. And guys, wherever you are, you have a beautiful day. Much love. Hey group 3, so if you chose success, this is your reading. So it says, I know that there is no greater goal than love. So obviously something to do with success here in the future, hopefully. It could be something here in regards to love. Maybe you've been looking for love, okay? But it could literally be because you are someone who embodies the energy of love, and you're not, you know, negative or toxic or whatever. This could literally be why success is coming in for you guys, okay? So let's have a look. I've got 3 oracle cards for past, present, recent past, present, and future, and we're going to do the tarot and what have you after, okay? So your recent past was rock bottom. So that's the 10 of Swords. So in the depths of despair, hitting rock bottom means the only way you can go now is up. And I say that about the 10 of Swords, any 10s. The only way is back to number 1, basically, okay? The challenges you've faced have strengthened your spirit, leading to ascension. Embrace the lessons learned in darkness as stepping stones to a brighter future. Your journey toward transformation is underway, and the view from the top will be breathtaking because of the depths you've emerged from. Exactly. So in the recent past, you've gone through something very, very painful. It could have been a betrayal. It could have literally just been you know, some kind of grief here as well. But like I said, it could be something here in regards to love for you guys, because even though you went through this rock bottom, that you've not given up. Okay, let's look at your present. Remember, and it says, when you've lost your way and forgotten your essence, the universe calls you back to your soul's mission. Now is the time to remember who you truly are. Within you lies a unique purpose, a mission that only you can fulfill. Reconnect with your heart and embrace the passion and dreams that once defined you. Let the light of your authentic self shine once more. The world needs your unique contribution. Okay, that's really interesting. So something here in your present that Spirit wants you to remember. It could literally have been, whereas, you know, sometimes when we get in relationships and things are going very, very bad in our life, we tend to forget who we were. You know, things that we used to like doing. So it could literally be that. So your future is, shame has no name. Let go of shame as it blocks your path to self-acceptance, healing and personal growth. This card signifies relief and freedom that come with shedding shame. Embrace your true self, cultivate self-love and show yourself compassion. Shame only holds the power you give it. Release it to the universe, freeing yourself from the chain of fear, judgment and rejection. Why am I picking up here, group 3, that maybe you were the one that may have caused the betrayal, and, you know, everything fell apart, and you could be carrying shame for this, or people could be making you feel ashamed. And like Spirit's saying, you need to let this go. We make mistakes in life, but let's see where the tarot goes, okay? Because the reason I was reading it like that, because all of a sudden it just hit me, is it that you know, you guys did something, you know, you betrayed your person, okay? But we'll see. I must be wrong. I don't usually say that, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. So group 3's recent past. Tell me about rock bottom, please, Spirit. Group 3's recent past. 8 of Wands. Clarify the rock bottom, and 5 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles. Justice. Something happened here. Tell me about justice. 6 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Bear with me. Why is it always my group 3s that are just complicated? Clarify the 6 of Cups. There is cheating here. There's a third party. We even have the 7 of Swords as well. There's something here where somebody left the other person. So you take what resonates, okay? There may have been a divorce or a separation, but something was unfair here. You know, there was an injustice and it happened very quickly. It's like you didn't see it coming, and this person just, either I feel like this happened to you guys, okay? But you can swap it around if you were the ones that did it. But I'm going to stick with this happened to you guys, okay? So basically what I'm seeing here is you were abandoned, just cut off, like you meant nothing. But then I do see regret here as well, you know. 5 of Cups talks about remorse and regret, not being able to let go of that regret. And it's getting to a point where we're so exhausted by our faults, you know. The regret is giving up this love, this relationship, So I feel like you did something here, group 3. I really want to blame the other person. Look, with readings, you can swap it around, okay? But I know I was going to stick with this happened to you, but I'm really going with my intuition here and listening to my spirit guys. This was you did this, okay? And, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. There's no judgment here. And I'm just seeing, it's like, you keep going back to the past here. You know, this is the recent past, and you keep going back to the past, reminiscing about the past, what you gave up, the mistakes that you made. And it's like you're just in this energy of feeling so sad about what you did. And because look, these 3 cards clarify cheating, okay? Someone sneaking around, someone lying, someone trying to get away with something. This is an affair card. Then we've got the 2 of Pentacles, someone that was juggling someone. And then we've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is third party as well. I mean, you can look at it as third party. It's like, this could have been an office, like, work affair or something like that, and you got found out. I mean, it even could literally be group 3 where, you know, this could be someone that you did have an affair with at work and they promised you the world and they literally just cut you off, you know? Okay, let's not dig too deep into the bloody past. Right, what's this? Remember. Okay, tell me about remember for the present here for group 3. What is it that group 3 needs to remember? What does group 3 need to remember? The 8 of Swords and Judgment. Oh, you can't keep punishing yourself. I don't know. It's like with the 8 of Swords, sometimes we can try to block out what happened, you know, and because we don't want to face it. Sometimes that's not really healthy. Sometimes we have to remember, we have to confront it, okay? We need to wake up to the truth as well. And it is literally, like I just said, you know, I think you've punished yourself enough. But there is definitely something you're not seeing here. Clarify the 8 of Swords and Judgment. The Wheel of Fortune. Why the Wheel of Fortune? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Our actions have consequences. And this is basically what Spirit is trying to say here. You can try and block it out. You can try and forget, but it's just going to keep sneaking back in, okay? It's there. The Tower moment, you know, it talks about disgrace. It talks about upheaval. It talks about where we've ruined things here. And that's what you've got to face, group 3. There's no, you know, and I know it's easier said than done because we're going on to the shame has no name now. I don't know, I do feel like you guys do feel ashamed of your actions, you know, ashamed of your behaviour. Maybe you caused a tower moment in this other person's life, you know, if they did have a partner and you went and told that partner, you know, you could have just caused so many tower moments here, and now it's like you're feeling ashamed of yourself or you're feeling a lot of regret, and it's like you're punishing yourself here, and Spirit doesn't want you to do that. There's something your present situation here is something is going to happen quite suddenly here to change your destiny. You know, this could literally have been something that was so sudden that your destiny now lays elsewhere, you know. And we do have that success card here. So sometimes we've got to go through this sort of thing to learn our lessons in life, We can't avoid it. Clarify, so the future card here, Spirit. The shame has no name. Clarify that. Oh, gold. So we have the King of Pentacles, Death, and the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah. Even though this is painful, and that card does say that as well, it's time to let it go and move on from this, okay? You don't need to hold on to this shame. Whoever, if people are making you feel ashamed, sod them, okay? I'm sure they've made mistakes in their life as well. And this is a very painful ending, or something very painful that you've had to deal with, and this needs to come to an end. Grow from this, learn from this. But there is a blockage here, okay? Because the High Priestess can talk about things that we're not seeing. Our intuition is blocked. We're repressing our intuition. Clarify the High Priestess in reverse. The Sun. Look at that. Success. And Six of Swords. What I'm seeing here, group 3, everything that you've gone through, everything that you are going through has to happen the way it's happened. This was, the saying inevitable to happen. It was bound to happen, okay? And these happen for a reason, because it leads you to the Sun energy, okay? It leads you to happiness, success. That is the card that you've chosen here. There's healing coming through here as well. So even though your intuition is blocked at the moment, or you're repressing them, that soon will end here. You're going to start seeing clearly. You're going to start seeing the light, okay? It's like an epiphany moment that's going to happen, that's going to change everything. It's like I see you going from blaming yourself to not blaming yourself anymore. Because there is that saying, it takes two to tango, not just one person. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Scorpio. Clarify the Sun and the Six of Swords. What is this future for group 3? 5 of Wands. Yeah, look, you come out of these, I don't know, arguments with other people, battles with other people, the conflict that you're going through with other people. It could be an internal conflict as well, where you're beating yourself up about everything. You're coming out on top of this, okay? You're coming out stronger, smarter, wiser. And you're going to be getting some kind of attention here from someone. And it's going to be the positive attention, not the negative attention. Clarify the Six of Wands. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. There's your soulmate. And now look what's happened. Your High Priestess is now upright, okay? You went from, because I clarified the High Priestess and then the Sun and what have you. You went from reversal to upright, where your intuition is spot on. And it literally could be, Spirit is literally guiding you to this person as well. But you have a soulmate connection here, a genuine connection with someone that will lead to marriage if that's what you want. But we need to release, I don't know, we need to release that shame. Release that. I'm seeing you guys maybe sitting there saying to yourself, I'm not worthy of love. I don't deserve it, because you're beating yourself up about what happened. But I am seeing you, you know, you do deserve love. Everybody deserves to be loved. It's only when you're that type of person that literally constantly makes the same mistake over and over and over again, you know, keeps repeating that pattern and doesn't learn, and they, you know, you get those. I mean, I've met a lot of horrible people, and it just baffles me how some people can actually be so toxic and just awful, because, you know, I'm not like that. I can't get my head around it. I just don't understand certain people, honestly. So let's get some advice for group 3. You've got a bright future, my loves. Yeah, you've got it again. 6 of Swords. Everything is going to be okay. Okay, go with the flow, don't fight against it, and you see everything just becoming quiet, becoming peaceful. Let's give you some oracle cards. But if it's love that you haven't given up on, but then you feel like you're not worthy of that love, you are worthy of that love, and love is coming in, okay? But we need to, I don't know, not try and push away our past mistakes. Sometimes we like to try and bury those things that are very painful and things that we are ashamed of, but sometimes it doesn't help our growth. So let's get you oracle cards. Let's get messages from your spirit guides. So past, okay, we've got vulnerability, present, new beginnings, future, hope. Love it. So vulnerability. So this is a confirmation that you are seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more upon intuition than rationality. See, this is the past. I literally said to you guys that your intuition somehow was repressed or blocked, and I feel like you didn't use your intuition in the past, and hence why maybe you got yourself into this situation here. So anyway, it says, don't let fear hold you back or allow misguided sense of feelings. Vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. So basically, it could have been that maybe you came across in the recent past of being, I don't know, cold and harsh about it, and people may have thought like, oh, yeah. But some of you may see vulnerability as a weakness, you know, showing our tears, you know, getting emotional, that kind of thing. So anyway, let's move on to the present. It says new beginning. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that the new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. Yes, and we've seen that in the tarot. Okay, and then your future is hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out. If they see you are at your low point. Whether you are caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. So don't give up that hope. Group 3's recent past. Group 3's recent past. Shadow treasures. You know, maybe you tried to hide your shadow self here in the recent past. And it's like I said in one of the other groups, that sometimes we need to embrace our shadow self, okay? Instead of trying to push it away. You know, like I said, some tarot readers make out like the shadow self is a bad thing, but it's not. We all have dark and light within us, as long as it's balanced and it's not toxic, you know? So group 3's present. Relief. So you're going to finally feel that relief. That's that sun energy there, you know, the healing. You're finally going to come out of this and Feel relieved. You know that remember card there as well, group 3? What I'm getting from that as well now is also maybe remember how it started. Remember, you know, what this person did to you as well. It wasn't all one-sided, like I said. So, group 3's future. Divine love. Yeah. You're being loved. Okay, and there is the divine love coming into your life, which I've already told you here as well. So, haunted echoes, past, please, Spirit. This is what's, you know, haunted you in the past. Silent ruins, give voice to past trauma to find your peace within, express your feelings. Yeah, and I feel like you may not have even had an opportunity to do that. So hence why maybe we've got the 8 of Swords where we, you know, we're trying to figure it out ourselves, and then we're blaming ourselves, and you know, because I feel like there's a lot of people here that start pointing things at you, and I hate that when there's someone else involved and they come out smelling of roses, and it's like nobody's looking in that direction, they're just looking over at you when there was 2 people involved with this. Do you get what I mean? So present, please, Spirit. Web of faith. Even the smallest act can have far-reaching effects. Weave your destiny. Yeah. So you need to be careful, because that's like that Wheel of Fortune that came out, that it's cause and effect, basically. It's like what you put out comes back sometimes even worse, and you know, for better or for worse. So future for group 3. Echo in silence. In silence, the past speaks volumes. Hear its lessons, unresolved emotions. And there it is right there, group 3. Silence the voices in your head if you can. The past is going to speak volumes to you here, and it's about learning lessons. I know some things I've done in my past, like, I'm not proud of. You know, I've had to confront it myself, and yeah, once you do feel better about it. Right, so angel number for group 3 for this reading. 32, angel of devotion for now. Or whatever. For now reminds you of the power of unwavering loyalty. Stay committed to your path, remain dedicated, and reap the rewards of steadfast devotion, commitment, loyalty, and dedication. Yeah, you stay dedicated and devote to yourself, okay? Because it don't look like no one else is. So ask your question, group 3. So for group 3, that's the wrong card. Right, ask away. Happening soon. Okay, so the situation or event in question will develop or unfold very soon. So my loves, thank you so much for staying and watching. I do appreciate you all. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you like my content. And guys, wherever you are, you have a beautiful day. Much love.